I'm just wondering what happened to the generation of men that wanted a cute, sweet wife waiting on them to get home from a hard day's work.
I have a question. What is going on with the men in 2025?
Are we all using ChatGPT as our dating coaches?
I used to say this all the time. I'd be like, ugh, I'm just like not attracted to the nice guy.
Apparently, nice guys are becoming a favorite, the last option so they can settle down.
I just want to say, dating in this generation is trash.
How difficult is it to meet a man in Thailand as a foreign woman?
You feminist women out here making these good men not want to be good.
The reality is, the good in these men has been killed over years of maltreatment. Kindly subscribe to the channel as it further supports us in our work. Thank you.
Women today, I see so many that are frustrated.
I hope you guys are happy you canceled catcalling, okay? I just walked past a group of construction workers and they didn't even look at me.
Why is nobody talking about how hot 40 and 50-year-old men are?
You want to single man at and you can meet him with no pressure? Go to any department store and go on that car care app.
The problem is I don't like anybody, all right? I go on all these.
Where are all the good men that don't?
This is proof that good men still exist.
You're a hot girl and you date an ugly man. You're anti-woman.
How?
I'm just wondering what happened to the generation of men that wanted a cute, sweet wife waiting on them to get home from a hard day's work with dinner on the table so that they could eat as a family, cuddle up and watch a TV show before bed and just sleep in peace. Wake up, do it all again tomorrow. The guys these days are caught up in chaos. They want some crazy girl that'll obsess over them and just be crazy over nothing, but they don't want the sweet, innocent, nice ones anymore. Is there anybody from that generation left, or am I just out of luck?
Well, again, a lot has happened to that generation of men. Most men back then wanted a sweet wife at home, someone they could come home to. That was the dream. A woman who would love them, support them, and build a life together. These men weren't asking for much, just peace, loyalty. But as time went on, so many men started to learn the hard truth. Even when you're doing everything right, you can still get burned in the process. Being a good man didn't protect them from betrayal, from being emotionally neglected, from being left because she wasn't happy or wanted to find herself. Some gave their all only to end up divorced, financially drained and emotionally broken. And after seeing enough examples, either in their own lives or through other men, they became wiser, more cautious. Some built walls, others checked out completely. The idea of coming home to a loving wife became a risk, not a reward.
So I'm not sure which one of you ladies decided that we all hate catcalling. I personally love it. I think it's so fun. You're walking past a homeless man who gives you a compliment that you've never in your life heard before. I think it's beautiful. It really just brings our society all together, and I love it. I think it's so much fun. I don't know why people hate it so much. Yeah, if they start following you or chasing you, I would hate that too. But if it's just a nice little compliment to get you through your walk, why are we hating on that? I love it.
I just want to say, dating in this generation is trash. So for all of my single ladies and that are old souls, let's just pray that there's one good man out there, because men these days are just not it. Where the hell are the gentlemen, the go-getters, the attractive, just good men? Where are you at?
I'm a very good man. I've always been a gentleman, but I'm just tired of being used, abused, and treated like I'm only an ATM. We still out here, just working and focusing on our kids. Tired of being done wrong. It goes both ways for us men too. Where are the good women at? They all died in your friend zone.
So you all told me that I should go to Home Depot and try to pick up men. Well, look where we are. Currently at Home Depot. I don't know if this is gonna work, but let's go see. We just got in Home Depot and so far, nothing. Not a damn man in sight. Well, my dad was wrong. You can't find men at Home Depot. They don't sell them there.
This is not the first time I've gotten dressed and gone out literally just to meet up with a guy who ends up canceling on me. Don't follow in my footsteps. Don't do anything for men. Don't fall for it. Don't do it.
Where are the guys that are my type? I know there's guys that are my type, like physically, mentally, emotionally. They're out there. They're out there. They're alive. But I've been alive almost 25 years now. Not a single person has like matched my standards. I have extremely high standards. What's going on? What's going on? How many times do I have to be tested until I find the one, huh? Man, that just makes me so mad.
She's been alive 25 years and still can't see that her type doesn't want her. She's asking, where are they? But none of them are interested. And this isn't a surprise. Women do this all the time. They chase the men who clearly aren't looking for commitment. Men who are out of reach or simply not into them. They get caught up in the thrill of the chase, confusing attention with interest, and then wonder why they keep getting ghosted, used, or overlooked. What's even worse is that she admitted she has extremely high standards. That right there is the trap. She's not being realistic. She's aiming for men who have dozens of women chasing them and bringing nothing to the table that makes her stand out. At some point, it stops being about bad luck and starts being about accountability. She's not being rejected because men are intimidated or because they're blind. She's being rejected because she's aiming for men who don't value what she brings. She's chasing fantasies while the real men, the ones who would actually treat her right, are ignored because they're not exciting enough.
A lot of women now, it's easier to go with the trend of like, I don't need no man. I'm fine being independent. I'll be the first to say like, no, I would like someone to make sure that my windshield wipers are good. I would like for someone to be able to change my oil. I would like for someone to be able to provide. I get it. I'm sure they would like a more feminine woman. And I have to learn how to let go of that masculinity a little bit. Because I don't know how to let go of control. And I think that's a problem with a lot of women.
Is there any decent men left in Chicago that are single because and actually want a relationship? Okay.
So I need to know, right, when all the guys turned into bitches. I need to know this because this is unreal. What happened to the guy courting the girl, buying the girl a drink? You know, do you know what I mean? Like, doing the sweet things to get the girl. Like, this is ridiculous. Men these days are actual bitches. Like, where are the real men at? I need to know.
Shut up, bitch!
You guys, me and the dating department right now are struggling a lot. Sometimes I feel as though I'm the problem. But you know what? I don't think I am. I just know what I want. And it's true what they say, the older you get, the harder it is to find someone, the pickier you become. I have two issues. I either find the nice ones that are really, really nice, but they're boring and there's no connection or whatever. And then I find the ones that I'm attracted to and I like, they're okay for a week, and then their true colors come out. And then you're just like, no, you might be good looking or whatever, but it's just not going to work. And what I've realized that dating is not hard. Communicating is not hard. I don't understand why people make it so difficult at the early stages of dating. You know what I've just realized? I've realized that men are so slow when it comes to maturity. Like, they really are behind women. And I'm just dating. There's nothing wrong with dating and getting to know people. I just know that my time right now is not to be in a relationship, and that is totally fine.
So the nice guy is too boring and she's not attracted to him, even though he'd probably treat her right. Meanwhile, the guys she is attracted to don't want a relationship with her. They just want to have fun and move on. She's caught in a loop, rejecting stability because it doesn't excite her, and chasing excitement that never lasts. Then, when it all falls apart, she wonders where all the good men went, not realizing she overlooked them the whole time. She keeps chasing that thrill, thinking the next guy will be different, that maybe she can change him, or that she'll eventually find someone who's exciting and committed. But what she doesn't realize is that each time she passes over the genuine men for the emotionally unavailable ones, she's wasting her time, her energy, and her peace of mind. By the time she's ready to settle down, those boring nice guys have either leveled up and found someone who appreciated them from the start, or they've completely checked out of the dating game.
Okay, question. Where are we finding our men nowadays? Because I hate the clubs. I hate the bars. That's not my scene anymore. I'm tempted to just go to like Home Depot and like pretend to not know things and just ask a random dude. But my dad taught me well, so I do know things at Home Depot. So I don't know what to do. Any suggestions? If you're in the Edmonton area or Alberta, let a girl know. Okay? Okay. Thanks.
I'm at Home Depot and there's like this guy, but he has his kids with him and he's super cute. Should I like go to him, mind my own business, go pick up what I'm here to get? What would you guys recommend?
You feminist women out here making these good men not want to be good men. I don't need no man. I can do it all by myself. Can you? Can you? I mean, I know physically I can take care of myself. I've been on my own since I was 17. Do I want to take care of myself all the time? No. Do I want to be independent all the time? No, I don't. Do I want to take care of somebody? Yes, I do. Do I want to make sure dinner is cooked and laundry is done and contributing to the household and taking care of the kids? Yes. Yes, I do. And then we got all you waffles out here ruining good men. They don't want to be good men because of feminists.
I think a lot of women feel exactly like this woman. They want a good man, someone who will love them, take care of them, and build a family with them. Deep down, that desire for stability, love, and legacy is still there. But the thing is, society has pushed good men away. Feminism told women they don't need a man. The culture told them to prioritize careers, independence, and casual dating. And now that many women are ready to settle down, they're realizing that the very men they want have either checked out, been burned, or simply stopped trying. Modern society has taught women to delay love, to chase self-fulfillment first, and to treat traditional values like they're outdated. But now that they're ready for a serious relationship, they're looking around and wondering, where did all the good men go? The truth is, many of them got tired of being undervalued, unheard, or treated like disposable providers.
Okay, I'll be on my way soon. I'm literally walking Home Depot right now, hoping to spot you. How's your day going?
Good.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you free today?
No?
No? Are you busy?
Yeah,
Oh, what are you busy with? Are you fixing your... I don't know, that's for plumbing, right?
No, I'm not plumbing.
Well...
Because I'm working. Why?
I just wanted to ask you if you're gonna be free today so that maybe we could watch a movie together and we could exchange numbers.
I'm not single.
Oh, you're married?
I'm married.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
You're a hot girl and you date an ugly man. You're anti-woman.
Oh, goody, goody. Let's hear this one.
What you don't realize is you are raising the stock of that man because he was with you.
Oh, this is going to be good.
And inevitably, you're going to break up because men will men. Then he's going to be on the market. He's going to post pictures of you on his dating app so people are like, damn, that's his ex? She's so pretty. He must have really beautiful insides and be a wonderful person to get such a baddie.
It's just incomprehensible to some of the more shallow-minded individuals that some people actually date others for who they are on the inside versus what they are on the outside.
You know what? It's not true because I think we've seen all these dudes are the same.
How exactly did one come to that conclusion?
These movies lied. Beauty and the Beast lied. Gaston and the Beast, both very questionable choices, okay? Hunchback of Notre Dame, I think we saw. He just wanted to bang Esmeralda.
Ah, I see. They're basing their adult dating choices off of movies they saw as a kid. That explains a lot.
I am begging all you hot girls, please stop dating ugly men. They do not deserve you.
You know, there's a lot of really great guys out there that don't deserve to be treated like this.
These guys have inflated egos because of all of you hotties raising their stock when they don't deserve it. Why are you investing in worthless securities? Diversify your portfolio. Get a baddie guy. Stop believing what they say. Nice guys finish last. No, because they're not nice.
Ah, and so speaks the voice of experience. But as we have just seen, it is often those people that look attractive on the outside, which can be the most unappealing on the inside.
Whenever a woman is trying to slam a man like that, it's usually a defense mechanism, because deep down, no man wants to deal with her anymore. The bitterness, the attitude, the constant belittling of men, it's not coming from a place of power, it's coming from rejection. And in this case, let's be honest, she was probably dumped by a guy she thought was beneath her. She thought she was doing him a favor by dating him. Maybe he didn't make as much money, didn't look the way she wanted, didn't fit the image she had in her head. But he still walked away, and that burns, because the one she thought she could control, the one she thought would be grateful just to have her, left her. And now she's online, talking down on men. It's not confidence, it's damage control. When women feel rejected by the very men they once thought were lucky to have them, they lash out. They paint all men with the same brush to hide the fact that they're the common denominator.
For a family of four, I keep making like 350.
Thank you. This is the thing, guys. Ladies as well. You can't find what you don't define. And the problem is, you ladies are all looking for men who are making this income that's that high. And what percentage of men in this country earn $300,000 or more? Out of 100%, what percentage?
In this country, less than 2%.
Right. So you and every other woman is looking for the same the one guy out of 100. This is why you can't find him. Because that one guy, you're all looking.
A lot of women will say there are no good men out there. Yes, there are. The hard truth is that you are not attracting them. And it has very little to do with your physical appearance. It has to do with your energy. You are in a cycle of believing that there are no good men. And your belief system is stronger than any other thing you do or say. What you believe comes to pass. So you have to start believing that, yes, there are good men out there. You just haven't met up with yours. But you are going to do the work. You are going to clean house emotionally and get rid of all that toxic energy that you've carried forth from bad relationships. You are going to reframe how you approach male-female dating, and you're going to start to love yourself again and know that you are worthy of great, incredible love.
I do agree with some of that. Many women who say there are no good men are just blind. Blind to the very men who walk past them every single day. Blind to the fact that earlier in life they ignored those good men. They're blind because they're still operating in a toxic mindset. One shaped by drama, emotional highs, and unrealistic expectations. The reality is, women who say there are no good men are usually not looking for a partner. They're looking for a savior. Someone to fix the chaos they created in their own lives. Someone to come in, take care of them, accept all their baggage, and offer commitment after they've spent years playing the field, entertaining the wrong men, and burning bridges with the right ones. You don't hear that phrase from emotionally mature, healthy women. Why? Because those women recognize good men. They appreciate consistency, peace, and character over superficial thrills. They don't wait until their 30s, tired and jaded, to start appreciating loyalty and kindness.
You guys, why is nobody talking about how hot 40 and 50-year-old men are? like dads. I don't know what is going on with this new group of 40, 50-year-olds, but they're just looking so damn fine. And I don't know what's going on. Somebody explain it to me.
Told my boss I was going to Home Depot to make us some keys for work. And then while I was in the hardware department, I texted her and I said, I'm looking for a husband. And I'm in aisle 12. She says, you are not allowed to pick up a husband without me doing a second interview.
You better be good with your calculator. So get the calculator out. 40K, 50K, a guy on 40K, 50K cannot afford you. Can't afford me. Not in these big cities. Most big cities now are too expensive. The cost of living is crazy. It's Christmas now. You can't go on dates that are, you know, these guys are making 40, 50, 70. You need 6 figures minimum. I mean, millionaire, billionaire would be amazing, but 6 figures minimum. Just disregard anyone below that. You know, these big cities nowadays, it's just, you just can't do it on those type of budgets anymore. So 50K. And another thing as well is if you don't get your calculator out, you're gonna actually miscalculate things. So you need to know what he's earning. So find that out. Find that out. Either go on Google and just type in their profession. What do they make annually? Start subtracting, start adding, start realizing what, you know, they've got to spend. Seriously, I really mean this. Like, literally go in with a calculator. And if the numbers are not coming up in your favor, or at least there's not some disposable income there, bye. Nobody cares. Bye, on to the next. And that's just how it is, okay? So, we all know the price of living right now. And it's crazy. And so, if you can't get yourself someone that can take care of you, you're going to end up with a joint mortgage. You're going to end up having to work. And you're pretty much going to end up doing things that you would have had to do alone and being single anyway. So that's why I have another video up there called You Might As Well Just Be a Hoe. Because if you're going to do it that way, I would rather just be a hoe. So weigh it up. Make sure that you're good with mathematics. Get the calculator out. And disregard the ones that are not making enough.
A guy on 40,000 or 50,000 can't afford you, huh? Where haven't we heard those words before? Any woman who talks like this, who reduces a man's worth to his income, you already know what kind of person she is. She's looking for a lifestyle. She's not searching for a partner. She's shopping for a sponsor. And let's be honest, what kind of dates are you going on that require a man to make a minimum 6-figure income just to sit across from you? Are we flying private jets on the first date now? Booking 5-star dinners every weekend? A lot of these women making these demands can't even afford the life they expect a man to fund. They want luxury while offering bare minimum femininity, zero peace, and a sense of entitlement that's through the roof. Entitlement will be many of these women's downfall when it comes to dating. Because when you walk around thinking you deserve a high-value man just for existing, you're already setting yourself up for failure. A pretty face and a loud attitude might get attention, but it won't keep a man who actually has options.
Beautiful goddess. The people that tell you that your love and your time and your value is not enough are not deserving of you. They are not worthy of you. It is literally a projection of their worth onto you because they know that they don't deserve you. They know that they're not good enough. They know that they are not worthy of being in the presence of a goddess. So do not let anyone determine your value, because the people that tell you that you're not worth it don't even deserve to be in your presence. They don't even deserve a minute of your time or an ounce of your love. Goddess, know your worth.
I just left a Home Depot and I started to think, wait, I should pay more attention when I'm inside those sorts of stores, because that's where a lot of people said you can possibly meet a man in the wild. And I was wondering, I wonder if any men were like looking at me. And so I kind of went back into my mind of what my shopping experience was. And this is what a man would have seen, like me trying to read the end of the aisles to find my way, just kind of looking lost. And then I find what I need. I find the aisle and it's PVC piping, like, well, that's too big. I need it cut.
would someone cut it here? Where is someone? Is there a worker around here? I wonder if someone works here. Maybe I should get copper piping. No, you're not doing plumbing. Why would you need copper piping? So just me having like inner dialogue and looking really confused, which none of that reads sanity. None of that reads I'm sane. And then I needed a package of nails, but pretend this is nails, but I couldn't read the size, so I had to put it up close. And then my glasses don't work, which is weird because they're glasses. And so I'm like reading it. What's that? That doesn't say approachable. That doesn't say sexy. That says constipated. So that's why I never get hit on in the wild.
Well, it can also be that those men are already married, and that's why they don't approach you. Nowadays, there are many women doing the same thing, going to Home Depot, act confused to try and get a man, but that plan backfires most of the time, and they get frustrated. Why? Because the men they're trying to attract aren't desperate. They're not clueless. They've seen the pattern. They know the difference between genuine interest and a woman who's only interested in what she thinks he can provide. And that's the new reality. The old games don't work. Acting confused isn't enough. Pretending to need help isn't attractive when your attitude screams, "I'm on survival mode," because that's what many modern women are looking for today. A man who can provide them a lifestyle while they sit back and enjoy the benefits in comfort.
Stop staying in relationships with women who do not respect you. Let me tell you why. When you are in a relationship with a woman who does not respect you, your potential and the things in your life that you really want to do go from here to here. The power of a woman's words has the power to make you or break you. So if you're in a relationship with a woman who does not speak life into you, who is not there to support you, who is not there to provide an atmosphere for you to think clearly, which means, again, keeping the house clean, keeping the house neat, keeping things organized around the home. If she does not provide that for you, she is limiting you. Think about it. You thrive as a man. You thrive at your highest when a woman is in her femininity.
I hope you guys are happy you canceled catcalling. Okay, I just walked past a group of construction workers and they didn't even look at me. Good. That's a win. Yay. Some of us actually need it. Not me, though. I'm fine. But some of us just might need the boost.
Imagine that, huh? A woman says she actually misses being catcalled, the same thing that was once labeled as creepy, disrespectful, even harassment. Now it's something she misses. And the wild part is, she's not alone. I've seen plenty of women in comment sections saying the same thing. It wasn't that bad. It used to brighten my day. At least I felt seen. It's ironic. They spent years pushing men away, demonizing any form of male attention, saying it made them feel objectified or unsafe. Society told men to stop, to shut up, to leave women alone, and men listened. Now, that silence they begged for is deafening. Now they're wondering, why don't men look at me like they used to? Why don't they approach? Truth is, they got what they asked for, but it didn't feel how they expected. This is what happens when men starve women of attention and validation. It makes them self-reflect on their wish.
If a guy is ever ghosting you after a date, he probably just died. I always think about this story. My little sister's good friend went out with a guy for like a month, and then he just like out of the blue ghosted her. Like they had plans, texting, asking like, is everything, are we still on? He always just didn't respond. So after like a month, she kind of gets curious and goes like back to his Instagram page to see like what he's been up to. Turns out he really did die. So it's not you. They just died.
All right, ladies. So when the dating apps aren't working,
Go in your local Lowe's and just walk around the wood department or the plumbing department. That'll get them. And just look really confused. You're welcome.
I was with someone for years that was truly the best person that I know. Actually, still to this date, the best guy that I have ever met. Yet I still had this crazy voice in my head saying, this is not your person.
She goes on to talk about how she left him. There was nothing wrong with him. Even years later, still feels guilty about it. But she just had to do it. And this is why good men are never really going to bother dating. Is because of women like this. And there's story after story after story, both in real life and on TikTok about this. There's not even a reason to leave. He was a great human. You should watch the rest of that video. And she just left him because she just felt there was more out there. And who knows? Maybe there is, but why would you do that? Why would men want to invest anything in a woman who just is going to leave no matter what?
It never seems to make sense, does it? She mentions he was a great guy, did nothing wrong in the relationship, but felt like she had to leave him. Many women do this. They get a good man, one who's consistent, loyal, supportive, and then a couple of years later they say things like, well, I just felt like I had to leave him, even though he was a good man. What is that feeling anyway? It's like some invisible itch, a voice in their head telling them they're missing out. And often, it's not because the man failed them, but because peace, stability, and genuine love don't create the emotional roller coaster they've been conditioned to crave. Sometimes, it's boredom disguised as intuition. Other times, it's the illusion that there's always something better around the corner. But here's the harsh truth. They don't always find better. In fact, many come to regret it. Deep down, they know they had something rare. A man who didn't cheat, didn't lie, didn't play games, but they mistook calmness for dullness.
Okay, so this is something that I honestly been pondering on actually for a few years now. I remember what the Bible said about women and you know, like the evil spirit, what the Bible says about the Jezebel spirit and, you know, things I see that women do, things I know and heard that women do, the paternity issue, how these women lay next to a man for years, looking a kid in the eyes for years, knowing there's no relation, how good men get stomped out, how kids are just used for a check. I've come to the conclusion that I think women are just pure evil. Like, I really think women are just pure evil. Women are naturally evil beings, I believe. And only a woman who's honest about our natural nature of being deceptive can change it. Like, for example, I know that naturally there's a selfish, gimme, I want that type of way about me. So, about people, period, but especially women. So if you can't be honest and say that that's in there, then you can't deal with it and address it. And so I've noticed that the women who say they're the dopest, they're the this, they're the that are usually the worst because you have to acknowledge the beast in you in order to tame it. And so I really just think most women are natural evil, period. I just think they're evil. And not even just how they deal with men and kids makes them evil, but how they deal with each other. Women are so jealous, deceptive, conniving. Like, you can just feel the evil when you are in the presence of certain women. You can walk in a room and you just feel the daggers. You just feel that demonic spirit. Women are evil. I don't care what nobody say. Women are untrustworthy, deceitful, demonic beings. I said what I said.
Well, it came straight from a woman's mouth, and I do agree with her, because we see it time and time again, especially in marriages. So many women, and I mean a lot, just walk away from their families, destroy their homes, and tear down everything they built with a man, all because of a feeling. Not abuse, not betrayal, just a feeling, a sense that they're not happy anymore or that they've outgrown the relationship. And honestly, it's not just sad, it's evil in a way. It's heartless. You've got men who worked hard, stayed faithful, tried to provide and protect, and still get left behind, often blindsided. Kids lose stability. Husbands lose everything. And again, let's talk about another level of betrayal. Men who are being played, thinking they have a child with a woman, only to find out later it's not even theirs. That's not just wrong, that's evil as well. Imagine the heartbreak of raising a child, loving them, providing for them, bonding with them, only to discover you were living a lie the entire time.
The problem is I don't like anybody, all right? I go on all these dates, right? And every time I go on a date, I'm hopeful. Maybe this man I'll like, and I don't. I'm bored. I find myself bored in conversation. I find myself forcing conversation. I'm not even laughing. I'm barely laughing. Maybe after I have some wine, and it's like, can I not find a single man in LA that I like? Do you know what I mean? And you could be like, well, maybe the problem is you. I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's not. The problem is, though, I still have to like them. I cannot be bored by a man that I want to date. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what you guys want me to do. Like, pretend to like somebody? No. I'm not going to date somebody just to date somebody, okay? Preferably, I'd like to date somebody I like. Oh my God, will I ever have a crush again? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. At this point, I'm like, what is a crush? I don't even remember what it feels like.
Well, at least you know you're the problem. But seriously, if you've been on many dates with many men and get bored on all of them, then maybe you just don't like men. Or you don't like healthy men. Maybe what you're really addicted to is chaos, drama, and emotional roller coasters. It's not that there aren't good men out there. It's that you're not actually drawn to them. And there are many women who aren't. The truth is, a lot of those women are broken in ways they haven't dealt with. They're not looking for love. They're searching for a feeling, a rush, a spark. Something chaotic that mimics the emotional highs and lows they grew up around or got used to in toxic relationships. The bottom line is this: if you keep overlooking good men because they don't trigger some emotional thrill, then the problem isn't the men, it's your own internal chaos. You're not looking for love, you're chasing emotional stimulation.